Because of their shared experiences, there are certain things that millennials, generally speaking, value highly. This is where I want to start, with the things millennials value. They value, for example, collaboration. The age of mass communication has given rise to the age of mass collaboration. It is what the gamers call the architecture of participation. It's the age of the wiki, what I know is. You don't just use a website, you interact with it and help build it as you use it. In 1995, Lego put out its Mindstorms robot project. Little robots, electronically, robots that you could build from kit form. And they were horrified when hackers started writing to them saying, we've hacked into your circuitry and redesigned your robot, and look what we have made from it. They were horrified. They wanted to take people to court until they realized on the internet this thing was spreading virally. These guys were talking to one another. They were selling the product for them. So now Lego has built a hacking permission into every contract when you buy that product, as long as you share what you've done virally on the internet. That's the power of collaboration. And millennials don't use collaboration just to find friends. They use it as an engine for change. It is what we now call in the computer industry the hive mentality. It is what is driving cloud computing. Hive mentality being the wisdom of crowds. The ability to pull different groups of people together with different resources to build one thing together. It's the first generation really that truly understands globalism as a fact. Globalism for us is an idea. For them, it's a fact of life. Barriers are coming down on every side. To trade, to migration, to economics, to travel. It's an age of multiculturalism, not a trend anymore, now government policy in most of the Western world. It's an age of diversity and pluralism. For them, this is second nature. They understand the power of the collective. They expect that computer companies like Amazon, Yahoo, Google will actually drop their differences and work together to form the cloud. They expect nothing less. They expect the same in government. Most of you know that in Britain now we have the first coalition in 65 years. The average European governments take 60 days to form after the election. Britain had 5 days and freaked out because this had never happened in 65 years. But this generation expects coalitions. This generation expects, because it sees that most of the really important issues it will face will require a collaborative, collectivist response. By the way, if you're in politics, this is the post-ideological age, politically speaking. This generation is not interested in ideology any more than it is in institutions. It does not want a proscribed, dogmatic system for thought. It wants a worldview, a framework for thought applied to specific issues. When Senator Obama, as he was then, announced his presidential bid in January 2007, he was considered a rank outsider. By June of that year, he was already a viral sensation because his team had made a strategic choice to put social networking media and the millennial generation right at the core of its planning. They didn't just have Facebook and Twitter. They bought space on Xbox games. They had phone applications built for them for the iPhone. They had text messaging of a different kind where you'd receive the message and directly forward it on to 5 relatives, which is how he spread the message to the older generations through the millennials. Facebook was a key. He replied to Facebook, or at least his staff did. By the way, Kevin Rudd did that in the last election here. And it's one of the reasons he got a bigger share of the youth vote than John Howard, who refused to respond on Facebook. And of course, he's the first Twitterer-in-chief. Only very reluctantly gave away his BlackBerry for the now infamous BarrackBerry, which is the Secret Service encrypted version of what you hold in your hand. He understood the power of collective think that drives this millennial generation.